Well, that's weird. It had the whole Scuba's hangout like in the wrong. It's in the
Oh,
wrong
really?
dimension. Oh well, it was worth a shot. I'm on a laptop. Y'all give me some right.
Hey,
Look, Speed's here, guys.
I'm here.
Right? Yeah, everybody. Where's Speed? Where's Speed? Here. Hey, there's Speed. Just letting you know now. There's Speed. Now the bot's not going to be running tonight because I don't have access to the bot because it's on my computer back in another state. Hello, Joseph Taylor. But we're
Hey,
here.
Dolores.
We're here. We'll try to keep y'all entertained-ish, kind of, sort of.
So, Scuba, just a heads up. You have 59 minutes before the giveaway.
What? How am I going to do the giveaway?
Very carefully.
I have no bot. Um, the bot's what does the giveaway. And
We could just pick
unless I run it from Nightbot, which I could do, but that kind of,
we could do
eh,
it. Pick a number.
we could. We'll think of something. Maybe we'll get it going. You know, you would think I would just go, you know what, I'll take the night off and just not cast, but I don't want to do that. I don't like missing shows, so.
Yeah, I'm glad you were on. I was
And
actually. I started work. My end of week shift started at 9:15 last night and ended at noon today.
wow, wow.
Yeah, that was a long night.
Man, do you see the
Yeah,
vapor coming off
dragon's
this
milk.
thing? This is ridiculous. You have the wrong coil
I
in your
do.
device.
I do. I was trying to put in the point three. So just for everybody, I've got the I haven't been on, but I've been watching. So I've got the same device Scuba has,
Yep.
and God, it's really nice. It comes with two coils though. It comes with a point 0.8 and a point 0.3.
Right.
And I'm trying to read. I'm getting old. I'm trying to read the writing that's on that coil.
Right.
Man, I needed the little flip down goggle things that you got in order to be able to read that. So, anyways, I was trying to put in the point 0.3 and I put it at point 0.8, but
You
I've
should
had
have
it for
been
a day now.
the
It's been
easy
awesome.
hint for that is you look at the juice flow intake on that coil and you see how small the hole is on that one compared to the other one. Then you go,
Well,
oh, I need the other
well,
one.
now you tell me.
Well, that's an easy way to tell on coils. If they build them right. If it's made to take higher wattage and be a lower ohm coil, it's going to have a bigger juice intake hole on the side. Because if it's set for lower wattage and a higher ohm, then it's going to have a smaller because it doesn't require as much. So stay away from the ones with the smaller
Munch, no,
holes.
Munchkin had a great idea.
Hmm.
Use the camera on my phone and zoom in.
Yeah, that works. That does
I
work.
no, that's a. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
Yeah, that does work. Well, the
That's a
cool
good idea.
thing about these is, you have auto and then you have power. Auto is, just inhale and it automatically starts firing. Power is if you want
Really?
to push the button. Um, Speed has problems with his on auto,
I
or
and
the
honestly,
auto draw.
I'm sure it's user error. I'm sure.
He says it's user error, but I mean he only had it a day and it's not working. I think that needs to be pointed out, regardless if it's user error or not. It shouldn't have broke so quick. I know Sue Cool has one; she's really enjoying hers. I really like mine. I mean, this is like,
Hey,
yeah,
something I
Smoke
like.
has one that looks almost identical. You are right, Scorp. The Smoke RPM looks like this, but to be honest, I've heard better things about the Voopoo one than the Smoke. That's why I got the Voopoo one.
So the amount of juice you can put in here in Scuba, I believe you said it's 5 mil.
Yeah, it's like
That
5.3 mils, I think. Yeah,
that is awesome.
I
And the
know,
battery
right?
life on this thing is just incredible. I
Yeah.
charged it up last night before work,
Hmm.
and I still got at least half a battery on here.
Oh yeah,
It's just incredible.
John Q. I call it Smoke. A lot of people call it Smock. It's personal preference. It's SMOK, however you want to say it. I hate saying smoke because it makes me think of smoking, but
What
it is
color,
it's
Munchkin?
smoke. Um, Scuba looks like he's been rode hard and put away wet. I probably do, Tiger. I probably do. Sloan, I can't do Nightbot because I don't have
Hey,
access
Sloan.
to my computer. I'm in a hotel room, as you can see. So I'm lucky to be able to broadcast off of hotel Wi-Fi. I wouldn't be surprised if it kicks me off and makes me rejoin their Wi-Fi to broadcast some more, because they do it in like blocks or something. You have to put a password, then it'll kick you off, then you got to put the password again. It's a pain in the ass. The what over the E? There's no E in it. It's SMOK.
Over the O.
Oh, over the O? Yeah. I'm like, what E? There's no E. Where did my drink go? Never mind. It's by my floor. Well, hey, Sloan. So over the course of a week and a half or so, I've been vaping on the Vupu Vinci and the Aegis X. The Aegis X, there we go. Right there.
That was for you, John Q.
I haven't had any problems out of either one. And this has a function in here where it automatically reads the coil and tries to determine the right amount of wattage to put for this coil, which it automatically sets it for the 0.3. It sets it for 35 watts, which actually works out great for this. I have turned it up to 36 or 37. I mean, the highest you can go is 40 anyway. So they do have a new version of this coming out within, I don't know, a week or so that
What?
takes a 18650 and
What?
does 70. Yeah, they do. They're like putting them out so fast that you can't keep up with it. So yeah, there's a new version of this coming out that's
God
just a little
damn.
bit taller that takes a 18650. I mean, I kind of like the fact that this is just that little bit smaller, and it's an internal battery. I mean, yeah, eventually the internal battery probably going to go bad on it, but for now, I mean, even when I fill this up, the juice seems to last so much longer in this thing, and maybe it's because I can't vape worth a damn now because I'm sick, but other than that, I haven't really had to fill this that much. I don't know about you. Are you filling it
Nice
a lot?
RS. No, I feel so. I charged it last night before work, and I filled it last night before work, and I've still got about a half a tank in here and about a half a battery. Hey, Munchkie.
Citrus and vanilla tones. Whoa. Hello, Yardbird. Yeah, and I know I haven't seen y'all since the rally. The rally went great. I know a lot of y'all caught the live, which was cool. I filmed as much as I could. RS helped and Munchkin helped hold the camera because literally my arm was about to die holding that camera still.
And I could tell when Munchie was holding the camera, 'cause we got a good shot of everybody's butt.
That's funny. I don't doubt that at all, but no, the cough was coming regardless. I watched as long as you cast. Nice,
that was
thanks,
cool.
Tiger.
Thank you for broadcasting that. Well,
I mean, this is the thing, right? A lot of people go to events, and whether it be vape events or whatever, and they don't broadcast it. They'll record video and then play it back later. But I think it means a lot more people to see it live, and something like that. That was basically historic, to have a rally like that at the Capitol. It's like, you got to broadcast that, man. And I wasn't the only one broadcasting it, so it was yes, I'm in Georgia, 3 Dog.
I'm not subscribed to all, reviewers, obviously.
Yeah.
But you were doing a live cast, and there was one other person doing a live cast, and that was it from what I saw.
Well, I know Mike Vapes was casting, Fagan was casting. Grim Green did a really short cast. Tony B, I didn't see. He didn't broadcast that I can remember.
No.
Jay Hayes was there. I actually met Jay Hayes. This is hilarious.
He posted it, but it was recorded.
I walked up to Jay Hayes, and Bree was with him, right? And I was like, "Oh, Jay Hayes, blah 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 blah," and this guy walks up and he was like, "Hey, I know you. You're Scuba, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "How do you know me?" He's like, "Dude, I watch all your videos." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I didn't expect to get known. Number one, I was like, "You should know Jay Hayes before you know me." But and then I looked at Jay Hayes and I was like, "You don't know who?" He said, "Yeah, I know who you are. You're the dude with the really loud microphone." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" That's how Jay Hayes knows me. I'm the guy with the really loud mic. That's what he said. "You're the guy with the really loud microphone." Okay. Have I gone to the doctor?
I know Jay comes in here every once in a while and he'll ghost. And he checks out everybody, but
Yeah.
yeah, no. And you go into the doctor, at 5 weeks with that cough, I wouldn't be too worried about it unless it's getting worse.
It's 3 weeks. It is getting better. Now that he met you, he knows it's not the mic. I know, right, Dire Thing? I told him, I said, dude, I really don't think it's just my mic that's hot. I turned the mic down to where it's actually at a decent level. My mom was hard of hearing. I was raised having to raise my voice so that she could hear me, so I've always been loud. I've never been one of them quiet speakers. So if you're ever in an event with me, you'll be able to hear me no matter where you are in the room. I can probably yell and you'd hear me.
Yeah, I don't normally talk with a really loud voice, but I do have one.
Oh, you
And
think I have bronchitis? It's
you,
possible, Millen.
yeah, you might. It doesn't sound too bad though.
It's
You're coughing, but it doesn't sound that bad. Anyways, so we were hauling a lot of trailers last night,
uh-huh.
and I know there's a few people here that'll get it, but the trailer was like 12 inches above my fifth wheel, and I got out and I was so pissed off. I was cussing and swearing. Somebody else driving by. So this is over the top of a reefer engine and two diesel engines. They heard me swearing and cussing this thing out, trying to crank it down. And they're like, dude, you're almost in the same mood that I'm in now. They were in a bad mood too.
Hell yeah. Oh no. Speed has turned into a trucker. Are you going to all the truck stops now and meeting all the women at truck
No,
stops and all that weird
no, hell
truck
no.
driving stuff?
I'm a local driver, so I just, I go in and out of ports. I go to a few different places locally, but nah. Yeah,
DeMillan, I'm not short of breath. I can actually tape. I can take big, long, full breaths. It's just I have this like butterfly feeling in my chest every once in a while. I'll cough. Sometimes I'll actually cough up some phlegm, but it looks clear and it's over. It's getting better. I'm definitely coughing a lot less. My chest still hurts from coughing. I've pulled some muscles or something, according to Munchkin. She thinks I pulled some muscles, but
I'm literally
all this on my side right here hurts, just on one side. I don't know what that. She says she feels the knot or something. I don't know. It hurts like hell.
well, at least it's just hurting above the waist, not below the waist.
Yeah, no, nothing below the waist. I'm fine. The whole muscle shaking thing is just from coughing so much that it restricts my oxygen, and it looks like
You're
I
right,
got
Yardbird.
OS. Don't worry about speed until you hear him humming Convoy under his breath. Oh my goodness.
damn it, now that song's gonna be stuck in my head all night.
Convoy? Man, I haven't heard that song in forever.
That was one of my favorite songs as a kid.
Yeah,
Growing up.
I
Oh
really
yeah.
liked it back then. What is
Oh yeah.
up, Mr. Tall Tile Guy himself?
TTG, how you doing?
Yeah, I really want to get into the fractal burning. I got all the stuff. That was DeMillan. That was hilarious. I got to meet Donnie MF and G at the rally. I thought it was brimless, so I felt bad. He kept staring over me and pointing, so I was like, I know him. Let me go over there. And when I got closer, I was like, who is it? Who is it? I finally remembered, and I went over there. I was like, dude, I thought you were brimless. Now I know you're Donnie MF&G. He's like, yeah, man. All us black people don't look alike, man. We do. I was
Oh
like, I
boy.
know. Scuba's shaking his muscle. RS. No.
That's not a muscle RS.
Jeez. Jeez, man, I tell you, y'all are ready for Fridays. I think y'all get ready and prepared for Fridays. Y'all have like these. All right, I got a comeback. I'm ready for Scuba when he comes on. I got him. Wait, what? Exactly. I don't know. I was
So
saying my muscles were
RS,
shaking.
it's like going in the bathroom. If you see that little thing up above the urinal says if you shake it more than 3 times, you're not going pee.
Look at that. Wally World said, "Oh, I thought that was brimless." See, I'm not the only one. They dress very similar.
Me and Kurt, well, yeah, except for the fact that Brimless never goes anywhere without his American flag clothes.
Yeah, he does always have the flag clothes. Well, I figured since he was at the Capitol, maybe he's trying to dress different or something.
But me and Kurt both knew immediately who you thought it was.
Well, and then I'm like, okay, if it's brimless, he's got to have a beer or something in his hand,
Oh.
and he didn't.
Sloan, just on you go into Google or whatever browser you use and just query on Convoy's song. You'll pull it up. I can't
But
remember who it was that actually made it, but
I
yeah,
make
no,
it too easy, Tandy. I'm not
very
trying to make it
popular.
easy for you. I can make it difficult.
And Sloan, be careful because there is Convoy the movie as well.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because anytime I ever take my laptop and I think, oh, I might cast on my laptop, I always bring my tripod. And I said, I had the tripod set up and it looked like it was too high or something. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the camera off and set it on top of my laptop, which it is. And now I don't have to put it on the tripod.
There you
And I'm
go.
like, I've been packing that thing every time and I don't even need it.
Really?
Yeah.
Make sure you tell them you figured out how to fix the Zoom thing.
Aye.
Oh,
Sloan,
the
thank
Zoom.
you.
The Zoom thing, if y'all watched Stina and Munchkin's show yesterday, the Zoom problem was, this is the problem with Zoom. You can log in like 3 different ways. You can go to their website. They have a Zoom app, and then they have a Zoom client. Unless you're using the Zoom client, the video won't
You're
show
right.
up when you capture the screen. So wait until you have speed. Are you bobtailing or deadheading coming back? Call. Wow. Okay.
You probably have no idea what that means.
Bobtailing is something with you got another trailer hooked to the one, you got
No,
two, no?
no. Bobtailing, you are tractor
Oh,
only.
yeah, tractor,
No,
I should have
no
known
trailer.
that.
Yeah. Deadheading is you've got a trailer, but it's empty.
Okay, I've never heard deadheading. Bobtailing I knew, I was having a brain fart. Actually, we were talking about bobtailing earlier. I don't know why the hell I just confused that.
Really? And
Yep.
in what context?
Um, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the Georgia State Patrol had someone pulled over, and you were like, it's probably
Okay, that's what it was. Because in Georgia, they have the Georgia Department of Public Safety, and they pull over rigs all the time to
Oh yeah,
weigh them
that's everywhere.
to see. Well, okay, well, they do it a lot in Georgia, and they have scales they bring.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, oh, they probably pulled him over to weigh him. And she was like, oh, he's bobtailing though. And I was like, well, okay.
Nope. That'll be an inspection.
Yeah, so he could still have stuff in his cab. I'm just saying. But yeah. Hey, Dom Long.
Well, stuff in the cab, I have
Mhm.
conversations a lot with my dispatchers because they'll put me on loads that are rather questionable weight-wise, and
Mhm.
I'll let them know it's like, all right, so just remember that everything you have written down is dry weight. It does not include me, my tools, anything I bring, and does not include fuel. I said, you put all that in there, I'm like 3,000 pounds overweight,
Wow.
which is a big deal.
So you know about YouTube and all these new policies they're inflicting, right? Well, the main one,
Yeah.
the COPPA, COPPA, the Children Something Protection Privacy Act. Um, so now you have to physically go into your channel and tell YouTube if you are broadcasting to children or not. Um,
Why don't they just simply put out YouTube Kids and be done with it? I am getting really tired of this whole thing of let's punish everybody so that we can protect the kids.
well, apparently, from what I was understanding, I was watching LA Beast, and he was saying that if you tell YouTube that you are casting towards kids, it drops your revenue by 70 to 80%. I'm like, I'm not even making revenue anyway, so who cares? But
Darn
because
thing, I thought they did.
I think the whole thing that YouTube's trying to do is go, well, children are too young to be buying these products
Yeah,
that are on
well,
the
you're right. You're right.
advertisements. So I'm thinking that they're trying to pull back the advertising from the children's shows, but there's a lot of children's shows that have millions of subscribers, and I don't know what that's going to do to them. That's going to take their revenue and just pull it all away, which will really suck for them. So I don't know. It's not like that the parents aren't there and the kids see that and go, "Oh, I want this toy," that's on a commercial that's playing on you. But there's so many rules now, man. It's like no matter where you go,
Yeah.
rule. Screw that. Um,
Well, but I keep looking at different things that are going on. It's like vaping. So let's protect kids and ban everything. Why ban it? Figure out what the problem is and fix the damn problem. Stop going after everything and just doing it a broad sweeping thing that affects everybody.
yeah.
Just fix something that affects what you're trying to, where the problem is.
Dire
Go after
thing,
the
I
root cause.
agree. Those quotes are very important in that sentence. I wouldn't even posted that sentence like that.
I didn't even think
You
about
didn't even think that. I'm looking at it going, what? And I was like, oh, there's quotes there. I,
I just responded to JQ that said you can't say fuck those kids.
okay, well, you just need to put a comma after I can and then the quotes because that looks so bad. Ernesto, wow, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Where have you been, Ernesto? Ernesto used to cast every once in a while.
Ernesto never casted. He'd come in
He
Zoom.
would come in, right, and yeah, he'd come in Zoom and talk. Yeah, he didn't really
Oh,
cast.
that's an entirely
Yeah,
different
John Q, I
subject.
agree. I think a lot of it has to do with Jewel.
That's going in the file, RS.
Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna put that one in the file. Oh my goodness. So I was kind of it surprised me. We went to some vape shops here, vape wares that y'all know. I've actually given away stuff from Vape Wares. Vape Wares has donated to Higgies for the auction multiple times. They are actually closing down their shops on the 23rd of November. So everything in their stores 30% off, I think it is. So I went in there. I like
Who's
supporting
closing?
Vape Wares. It's a Georgia company. They have two shops here in Georgia, but they're closing both of them November 23rd.
Why are they closing?
Just she didn't really say why, but basically lack of business. Um, there's a lot of vape shops here in Georgia, and their pricing was comparable to a lot of them, but I don't know why there's. I mean, I really don't know why they're shutting their doors. I didn't want to get into it, so I was just like, it's just sad to see y'all go. I bought some juice from them. They gave us a couple of back scratchers. We got back scratchers. What are you doing? She's
And dire thing,
scratching me with a back. Look, she got a back scratcher on my arm.
I agree.
Oh,
Brick and mortar took a huge hit because of
yeah.
the whole THC thing. Um,
What the?
but at the same time, so many states have bans going on now that's that. What the hell?
Yeah,
Playing with your boobs.
she's now scratching my boobs with the boob scratch. I mean, with the boob scratcher. Oh my God! Leave me
Okay,
alone.
I saw that on your chin, not on the boob.
Well, she put it on my chin, then she started scratching my boob with it, and I called it a boob scratcher. So I guess I'm just as
So,
bad for saying that. Okay.
so you got man boobs?
Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, I bought some juice from there. And then I went to another vape shop that's here that I've always been, and the guy was like, "Hey, Scuba, what's up?" Like I'd been there a week ago. I was like, "You realize I hadn't been here in like 6, 7 months, right?" Oh, really? Okay, well, and they actually sell the Vupu Vinci in there. And because I was
Oh,
at Vapewares and I asked them, did they have coils for this? No, we don't carry the device or the coils. So when I went to Raging Vapes, which is the second place I went to, they not only carry the device, but they had the mesh coils. I was like, oh, I need some of those. Hook me up. So I bought a 5 pack of mesh coils from there. So I was set. I'm set. Um, I haven't even tried the mouth to lung one yet. Speed is saying it's a very restrictive vape, which is what I was hoping. Which that way
Yeah.
you can get the best of both worlds with this, just because I know that this is a really
I,
good direct lung vape with the thing all the way open, and turn it
I,
around
I,
and it's
I
restrictive all the way.
honestly don't think it's a good mouth to lung.
It's not
It's
good
a
mouth to
very,
lung.
it's a very restrictive direct to lung. More open when you have it set up for direct to lung. But
Ah,
what?
but if it wasn't Juul, it would be another device or anything that were. Yeah, what
It
was
would.
sad to see is in my stream is in 360p. Really? Is it really set that low? All right, I can't fix the stream now because I'm already casting, but I did try to adjust it to fix that zoom problem yesterday. That's probably why it's broadcasting in such a low resolution. My bad. I can't fix it because I'd have to stop the stream, but thanks for letting me
Tandy,
know, son.
Tandy's got a good point. So the store that's closing down, or the company, do they have an online sales?
They did. Hey, Craig. They did have online, but I don't know if it was doing good enough for them to continue doing it. And I was told by somebody, the other place, Raging Vapes, told me that they were going to go to just online. Now, if they do that, that's fine. But they didn't tell me that at the store when I was there.
Well, find out because Tandy's got a great point. Because if they've got online, we'll go there and support them.
That'd be awesome. I'll let them know. I mean, I told her. It is not the Vinci X. I think the Vinci X is the one that has the 18650 RS. Now there's a Vinci R. Do not get the Vinci R. The Vinci R does not have this screen. The Vinci R has LED lights on the front, and you don't get this nice pretty screen like this. And I don't get the Vinci R. Get the regular Vinci, or I think the Vinci X is the one that has the 18650. So there you go. What's up, Jazzy? Why
Hey,
does
Jazzy.
Tandy's look like a sandwich bun? I don't know, John Q. I don't know.
I would say that's a good question, but I'll leave it alone.
I've been vaping, because Jazzy turned me on to this Heisenberg juice, and I've been vaping Heisenberg inside the Vinci, and it's damn good in here. I tried to go buy a
So,
couple of bottles, and they only had. Well, I put two in my cart, and by the time I checked out, I could only buy one. Somebody had already bought the other bottle.
all right. So I'm curious. How
Yes.
do they get that colored blue?
They use dye. They use food coloring. Um, Now this is the thing, because there was a big, I'd say what 4 or 5 years ago, there was a big scare because Pitbull did coloring in their juice for that puppy drool. Remember puppy drool? They made it like a green color, I think, and people were scared. They literally add what 3 drops to a gallon of juice, I think it is. 3 drops. It's nothing that's going to cause you any kind of health problems. It's strictly aesthetic. What companies started doing after that was giving you the option to get it with or without the dye. Now, this juice, as far as I know, you can't buy it clear, but there's no problem. There's plenty of Heisenberg without the dye. There you go. So there you go. And this Heisenberg is it's not that menthol stuff. They have a menthol version of this, but this one is the blue raspberry slushy without the menthol.
So
So
where did you go to get that?
um, e-juice direct, I think.
E-Juice Direct. Okay.
I think that's where I got it. Yeah.
8 Vape has it too.
Yeah, 8 Vape has it also. It's kind of a toss between them because e-juice direct you may not be able to get the nick strength you want. Then I think I had to go to 8 Vape to get it in 6 milligram. And 8 Vape or e-juice direct only had 0 or something, which you could add your own nick obviously, but there you go, Malachi. Just go to the store and get it. I like it. It's a good juice. I mean, it may not be an all-day juice for everybody, but between me vaping Nilla Nuts and switching over to something fruity like that, it's a good switch. Because I can vape this for a few minutes, then go back to Nilla Nuts, and the hazelnut just pops on that thing. Pops.
Yeah, I've got in one of my devices, I've got an apple that is really good, and then I've got a bakery in another one that is supposed to be a banana cream pie, but
Hmm.
I don't think it is. Um, And then in the other one, I've got a blue slushy with a bit of culotta, which is
Oh, the
really nice.
culotta. There you go. Vapor
Yeah.
Owl. I am in Georgia in a hotel right now. Trying to get some stuff fixed up here. Came down to see my son. Got to see the my old lab that I really liked. And believe it or not, she still remembered me. That dog came up and basically crawled up to my. It
Really?
breaks your heart. The dog crawled up to my feet and was just
Oh,
shaking because she knew exactly who I was, and she nuzzled all the way up against my chest into my neck. It was cool. It was pretty cool. That dog knew exactly who I was, and
with the dog acting that way, she
mhm.
wanted to go home with you.
No,
Seriously.
I have the other dog. I have the little Chihuahua, right? And
Yeah, but the lab wanted to go home with you.
well, see, this is the other thing. That lab's a smart dog, and my mother-in-law that lives there at that house has Alzheimer's, dementia, and I think that if something happened, that dog would help her up or something if need be. It's a smart dog, and she needs it there more than I do. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be like, I need I need the lab. But we honestly, that dog is so big it needs room to run and stuff. And where I'm at now, there's just not that raw that your dog has dementia. No, wait a minute,
Cute.
Sloan. I'm not talking. I'm not saying the dog has dementia. The mother-in-law has dementia. But that's crazy. How Speed is right. Girls do the same thing after a few drinks. I don't know. Anyways, it was cool to be able to see her, and she wanted to. I had to play catch with her. She has to play catch. She loves for you to throw a frisbee or a ball, and she goes after it and brings it back.
She's probably a happy dog.
Oh yeah, and then the ex hit this and instantly went and bought one online. So there you go. The only problem is she probably
Who's the
now
best?
has my virus. So there you go. She's going to be sick for the next 3-4 weeks. Because I know I haven't been sick like this, and I can't even remember when. I mean, ever. My dad and my dog have dementia. Wow, wow, that's crazy, Sloan. I didn't know dogs could do that. I didn't know. Scuba's on a dirty weekend. I'm on a dirty weekend, Kevin. Got to stop vaping the THC carts. Yeah, no THC carts here. No THC carts here. I've noticed they've changed a lot of the roads here. They redesigned 78 up here by Scenic Highways. It's an intersection like I've never seen before.
You haven't been gone that long.
I know, but they were building it when I left,
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
back and it's already done. Literally, let me see if I can try to explain this. This was already a big intersection, but say you're going straight down 78, or to your right, to your immediate right is a lane that's going to run towards you, and then across from that is another lane going up that's going to actually make a right turn. On the left of you is another lane coming straight at you, and on the opposite side of the road is that way. So there are 4 to 6 lanes that are opposite. It's a confusing ass intersection. Don't I mean it is crazy. I was like, wow, but it's helping out traffic. So there you go.
So Jay Jerry's asking, what is our favorite tank this year?
Favorite tank this year? Ooh.
You know, for me, and it's based on what I use constantly.
Hmm.
It's got to be the fatality. Either the
The
fatality or
M25?
the M25.
Yeah.
But there's
Okay.
a lot of good. I've had a lot of good tanks this year, so it's really. I mean, if I had to pick one, it would be very difficult.
Moose, what's up? Yeah. Yeah. I will say I love the Fatality M25 flavor wise. The only one that even comes close, I think, would be the Intake Dual. And the reason I'm really digging this is because of the non-leak factor. No matter how old your wicks get, the most you'll get is flooding. You are not going to have any juice come out of the airflow, which is kind of what happens on the M25 or the regular fatality. You may get a little leaking out of the bottom, and you know, hey, I need to replace my wick, which is fine. But convenience wise and cleanliness wise, the intake dual beats it just because of there's not a drop of juice
Really?
on that mod, not a drop,
I
because it's
don't ever
it's
get
it's top
juice.
airflow. It's top airflow.
Yeah,
So
I don't have any floods. I don't have any leaks.
you know it's not that when the Fatality M25 is built correctly, it's perfect. Don't get me wrong, it's a great vape. But if you take the Fatality M25 and you take the intake dual and you put them in a car in July when it's 90 degrees outside, Fatality's going to leak and this one's not.
But even not leaking, just the condensation that builds up.
Well, yeah, there's a little condensation that comes off the M25 just from you vaping it, and you'll have a little bit of vapor come back out of the bottom. But
Yeah, and I have
hold it
not.
upside down. John, okay, are you really going to shove your mod upside down? And I mean, I can hold it upside down now. I really don't think it's going to leak, but you know.
Candy, your aroma miser. Yeah, I agree. They're really really good.
Aromamizers are great. They're also another bottom flow. But the M25, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as two really good tanks to have, intake dual, Fatality M25, those two. The Gata for
Yeah.
me, it's another QP design tank, but I'm just not. I find myself using it less and less each day. I can't really say, hey, go buy that when I know in my heart that I'm not getting. And I've tried building it differently with the wicks higher and lower, and I'm just not getting the flavor like I do out of the Fatality. It's just not there. Well, thank you, Ruben. And it's that's what people want. If they're going to buy a tank like that and pay that kind of money for it, then you want a tank that's got great flavor. You have the 25
Yeah.
and the plus on your tank. That's all. Tandy, that's all you need. That's all
Yeah.
you need. I mean, there you go. Aromomizer Plus, great flavor. Fatality M25, great flavor. Both of them. Um, I don't wick my M25 as much as she does. I don't know what it is, but whenever she vape, maybe it's the juice she's vaping. I think she's vaping really sweet juice, and I have to change her wicks at least once a week, at least, because and when I do take it apart, the the cotton literally falls apart. It's burnt to the core. It falls apart. I'm like, wow, what the heck? Yeah, I made it, Breeze. Somehow, I'm on a hotel internet, but hey, we're. I know my resolution is only
Hey, Breeze.
360p or something, but it's because I forgot to set it before I broadcast. My bad. That's why when my intro was playing, it was crooked because I was on the wrong resolution. But it looks fine on the phone. No, only when the intro was playing. Yeah, if I play the intro again, you'll see that it's crooked.
Speed looks like he's in a witness protection program.
Well, Speed is like Darth Vader. He's on the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon, and he's undercover right now.
It's kind of how I'm feeling right now.
Nuts, Cock, Scuba, and Jim Beam. There you go, Sloan and Jim Beam. So wow.
Fire thing. Totally agree.
At least there's no buffering. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm really surprised because this is janky hotel internet.
Hey, it's doing good so far.
Don't believe him. He switches his campfire coils and munchkins. No way. I don't. She's the one that keeps going. You know what I hear? This don't taste right. And then I'll vape it and go, holy crap, no it doesn't. And then when I go to, I literally show her every time. I grab just a piece of the cotton and it just falls off the coil. I'm like, that's burnt to the core. And then she's got caked up juice on the coil that looks like a giant burnt barbecue rib.
So you're describing your coils.
No, my coils aren't that black. No.
Oh, BS.
I mean, they
You've
get
got
bad,
your
dirty.
cotton
What's
is
up?
completely black, and you've got multiple layers of caked on crap over your coils.
Sometimes I have a little bit of stuff caked on, but it's never that
What?
much. It's not.
Dude, the definition of black is Scuba's coils.
I love that picture that somebody posted about the wicks. Oh, this is great, this is okay, and this is black and needs to be changed. It was three dogs. The white dog, the brownish dog, and then a black dog. It was perfect.
Was that a bit? So was the last one a picture of Scuba's coils?
No, it didn't say Scuba's coils, but it might as well have. I was like, no, my coils aren't that bad, but everybody else is like, mine are. Oh my gosh. It yeah, she vapes. She likes to vape a hotter vape than I do, I think, and it's not only that she's vaping hotter, but she's a really sweet juice, right? Like right now, she's got some kind of cinnamon. I don't know.
No, I've got the
Cinnamon?
crunchy French toast.
Oh, right now she's got crunchy French toast in there right now. See, I mean, with loads of syrup on top of it is what it tastes like. But
a good cinnamon vape actually sounds good right now.
oh, she does that cinnamon. It is number 32 on the beard line, I believe. Isn't it number 32?
Oh my God, it's a beard.
Yeah, yeah, it's a beard. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to change.
That
your
one is
profile at
actually
least
really
once a
good.
week.
There it is. It is number 32, and it is a delicious cinnamon funnel cake, is what this says.
And I love the flavor that they make,
Yeah.
but man, they put a lot of sweetener in there.
Yeah.
A lot.
It is a lot of
sweetener.
sweetener, but man, this stuff tastes. It tastes really good. I ain't gonna lie.
That'll burn out.
Mm.
What is it?
This is like
TFB?
they took a cinnamon roll or something and squeezed all the juice out of it, and that's what's in here. That's what it's that sweet. It's really good.
It is really good, but boy, stock coils that'll
Yeah.
kill in like 2 days.
Commercial
And-
juice is pure sweetener. I agree, DeMillan. I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That one's got a lot of sweetener in
A
there.
lot. No,
But-
a lot.
But it tastes really good.
I have to admit it does.
That's one you don't want to use in a stock coil tank. You want that one in a rebuildable.
Oh, no.
That way you can pull the wick out and put new wick in there, because it's going to destroy the coil.
Yardbird, I'm not in a sleeper. I feel like I should be right now.
Ah, you got
I'm
some
ready to go to
Aries
bed.
frame Staggertons. Wow, how'd you get those? Because Aries
Oh.
don't even make them anymore that I know of.
RS sent him to her, it looks like.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he it looks like you're a caster from inside a sleeper. He's in the cryogenic chamber right now. Pretty soon he's going to go into hibernation, and we'll check back in about 10 years to see if vaping's still a thing.
I normally have a red light on, but coming in and, Scuba show, I was like, oh, red light. No, I'll change it to blue. And I hit this blue, and I was like, wow, it kind of looks, it put a different highlight on things. So I left it alone.
There you go. It almost looks like behind you is one of those dentist chairs. It's just dark.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the drill and the sink to spit into, because it looks like you got that light at the top that they bring down on your face.
Yeah, I was at the dentist office yesterday. So I lost another crown.
Oh
It popped
man.
The doctor
Oh.
took a look at it and goes, "You cracked this crown. That's not supposed to be possible with these crowns." And he's taking a closer look at it, and he looks at my teeth, and he's like, he asked me, "Do you have sore jaws?" I was like, "No." And then he puts his hands on my jaws, and he's like, "Okay, bite hard." And I bite hard. He's like, "Oh my God, you have an extremely hard bite, and you grind your teeth. That's not a good combination."
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're
So that's
grinding
how
your
I'm
teeth,
destroying
that's
my
how you
crowns.
cracked it? Wow.
Yeah.
The jackass at the end of the calls. Yeah, Steven, man, we've seen everything in the last couple of weeks, and I'm waiting for this big announcement. What's going to happen? What is this whole thing that Trump's going to do? I mean, it does seem like that he's worried about, well, he acts like he's worried about jobs. So I don't know. If he's smart, he really wouldn't. If there's truly 14 million vapors in the U.S., and he goes after it to ban it where they can't have their vape anymore, that's 14 million votes he's going to lose. Well,
Well, and not
granted,
just
some of
him.
those might not be of age. I don't know how they're getting their. I mean, those I don't know 14 million legal vapors, but that's the point.
Well, I know of a governor in this state that is not getting my vote
Uh,
because he wants to ban vaping.
right.
It, it all comes down to that damn money thing.
Yeah, it's always about money.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, Demon Hunter. I was told that as long as I'm not selling something that has nicotine in there, then I'm not required to put that nicotine banner up on the channel. I
And you're
could be
not
wrong.
reviewing it.
Yeah, I'm not reviewing any nicotine, so why do I need that?
And speaking of reviewing,
Yes.
last week you said something about starting to review things.
Mm-hmm.
Get on it.
I thought about it. This is my thing. If I do that, I don't want to. Okay, Stephen.
You
If I
do it
do that,
anyways. You do it anyways. Just actually make an actual review of the product
okay.
and
I
post
mean,
it.
okay. This is the problem, right? Number one, I'd have to get really good at video editing because that's required in doing a review. Number
It's not
two,
that hard.
you
I'll
have to
teach you.
you have to do it for a while before you actually start getting products sent to you for review, which I don't know if that'll ever happen. But I
How long have
also,
you been doing this? You're doing it anyways. You
right?
you get something new almost every week.
Yeah.
At least 2 or 3 times a month. You've got something new coming in. Do a review and post it. And then talk about it on your party show as well.
Whoa, how did I do that? Oh, freaking laptop's touchscreen. My bad. I'm moving the screen all around. I was trying to scratch something off the screen and I moved our video all over the place.
Stop picking my nose.
This is the problem. Say I start reviewing stuff and all of a sudden my
Yeah.
subscriber starts going up, 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 up. And then I'm still doing my live shows. And then instead of 70 or 80 people or however many people, how many's in here right now? Probably 60 something. 65. Say
So
there's 200 in here, and then I'm doing
so
the chat a disservice because I can't answer everything, and I do my best at trying to keep up with chat, but I can't. Obviously, I miss stuff, but I don't want to be the guy that's like he don't ever answer any of our damn questions, blah 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 blah. I don't want to be that
hey,
guy either.
you've got help. You've
Yeah.
got a lot of people in here that have the hammer, the wrench. They can help you out. You've got yeah, and Tandy, yeah, I can read. Um, I promise you, I will be on more now that I've got it set up on my phone. Everybody may hear me grinding gears on the truck,
That's
but
why I have
hey,
spanners. Kevin, no, 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 no. I'm not talking about
but
watching the chat as in to try to ban people for trolling. I'm talking
no,
about being
no,
able to answer questions and
answering questions.
right.
You've got Munchkin right there. I mean, she can yell at you and say, "Hey, answer so and so's question." So there's different things that are going on. You can do it. Don't worry about it. And I know everybody in chat right now will understand if you miss some things. You
Right.
can't read everything. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about how many
Well,
subscribers you have. Do what you want to do. And I know you want to do the reviews, so do them. Just don't pay attention to anything else. Just do what you want to do and let everything else fall in place. Don't worry about it.
that's the now the one part where that might be beneficial is I do reviews. Um,
All right,
fuck
Big
that.
Fella,
You better
shut up.
read when we write, owl. Um, I could do reviews, right, and make those short videos, but still do my live and then not have to worry about actually reviewing stuff. I could watch the
Good
chat the
idea,
entire
Tandy.
time. So,
So Tandy's saying, we could have somebody keeping track of any questions that are coming up, and you handle that at the end.
hmm. If I was
There's a
worried
lot
about
of
you missing a post in chat, I would have stopped watching 5 years ago. Well, thanks, Yardbird.
Well, and
Kyle.
honestly, I mean, I don't care how many people we have in here talking, on with you. We're not
Right.
going to see everything that takes place in chat. We're going to miss some things,
Yeah.
so that's going to happen. So just do what you want to do. Let things fall in place. If you're running into a problem, bring it up. Well, you've got 60 to 70 people on here that will help you out. We're not going to
Well,
let you fail. Do what you want
uh,
to do. Do it.
yeah, I don't.
If you want
I
to
like
do it,
reviewing
do it.
products, and I know people that do watch me know that whatever I say is going to be the truth. It's not going to be some bull crap because a company sent it to me. It's going to be the truth, and if that if that company decides not to send me anything else, then they're chumps. No.
Then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's other reviewers that have run into that problem before.
Well, I'm
And
sure
you
all
just simply,
reviewers have a point where they ended up having to buy their own products. I'm sure even Vic had to buy his own products,
well,
review
yeah,
them, and then
he did that for years.
this is the problem. This is what I hate. The way that they build up their subscribers is they whore themselves out to Facebook, Twitter, all that. Enter this giveaway by if
Do
you hit subscribe to my channel and you like
Scuba,
on this on Gleam.
Scuba,
Yeah.
Scuba. Do what you want to do. Screw everybody else. Don't even look at what they're doing. Do what you want to do and have fun doing it. You don't need to pay attention to what everybody else is doing for
Well,
two
I know, of
reasons.
course not. I definitely don't want to do that because then I'd be
If you're doing
copycatting.
what
I'm
they're
not
doing,
doing
you're
that.
a copycat. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Second reason is you want to do what you want to do, so do what you want to do.
Oh, thanks, our thing. Yeah, Gleam is a TOS violation. Well, that figures. That's good. Oh, do it my way. It has worked for this. It has, Breeze. I always want to keep the live chats like this, the live streams.
Keep it.
If you only had the money to buy the Aegis, which one would you buy? Ooh, even the aliens. That is an excellent question because they are both great mods.
What is
Um,
the Tinker V2? I
the
haven't.
Tinker V2 is a dadgummit, who makes that? Wizmec is a Wizmec mod, and the Aegis X
Exactly,
is Geek
Kevin.
Vape. Now the Aegis X I have right here. My Tinker 2 I don't have with me. It's back at the house. They're both waterproof. They're both great mods. I think, honestly, man, that's a really tough call. It's I would say if you have vision problems, if you need to be able to see your screen more, then you want this one because the screen is absolutely huge. You can
So
read
Scuba,
everything on here really good.
here you go. You hardly ever see reviewers doing comparisons between products. They do it, but not very often. So you've
Comparisons.
got an audience base that
Right.
has got some great ideas.
Okay.
So, the question of, Aegis X or Tinker V2,
Right.
you run you run a review, you talk about both, you talk
Right.
about, what's good and bad and what one has over the other.
Hmm.
Then he's gonna have to
Make it
buy
your
two
own.
products every week.
It's what you
Then I'll have to
do.
buy two products every week. No, I mean, and I'm not going to be like, I don't want to
No,
be one of those
you
reviewers.
don't.
Oh, you haven't posted a video. It's Tuesday. You always post a video on Tuesday. Oh no, my God! Please don't do that to me.
So
That's going to
do
suck.
it do it every other week. Don't do it every week. Do it regular, so
Hmm.
keep it consistent. But
Oh,
if you don't have the product, don't worry about it. Just do it every other week and keep your live shows going. Do it. Have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, don't do it.
I'll think about it.
Trust
I
me.
really think I'm gonna have my main problem is I've never got into video editing. I'm not good at it. I know
Then
Vic's done a
honestly,
lot.
you
I
don't
have
have to.
Adobe Premiere.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to, but you.
Record it live
This
and
is
say
my
it's a
problem.
live recording. That's it.
I run my mouth a lot. So if I do a review on something, instead of it being 5 or 10 minutes, it's going to be a 30-minute review, and people will not watch
But
that because it's 30 minutes long.
don't worry about it. Do you want to do reviews for the money?
No.
Then don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. I'll figure
Do
something out
what
then.
do what you want to do. And when you run your mouth off, yeah, we give you a bedtime about it, but you're bringing up some good information. You
True.
really are. Every time you do it. So don't, that is you. So be you. Don't try to be anybody else. Be you. Bring your style into it and just do it. Let the chips fall where they fall.
Tandy,
Have
that's a good
fun.
idea.
What you say?
Yeah, I know. What Tandy's saying, I could do a stream, where it's battle time and then have the two mods
Yeah.
competing. That's, if you're good with video editing, you could do
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Like the same thing they did with the football where they had the two helmets clash, and then, that would be cool. But I'd have to be really good at video editing. But yeah, that's some good ideas.
Just
And
do what
why
you
why
want
do
to
you all of a
do.
sudden want me to review now? I mean, yeah, I've thought about it
No.
because nobody
You
considers me as a reviewer now because I do live shows. I don't do little snippet videos of
just
reviews.
if you want to do reviews, do reviews. Do them the way you want to do them. Don't worry
Uh,
about editing.
You can never answer
If you
the
don't want to
question.
get into editing, don't. Just
okay,
do a
even
live
aliens.
review uncut.
Even aliens. Which one would I buy? The Aegis X or the Tinker 2? All right.
And I did warn you.
If all right, let me break it down to you this way, even aliens. If you are rough on your mods, do not buy the Aegis X. And I don't mean that as this is a bad mod and it's going to get tore up. The blue one that I have that turns purple is the Tinker 2. This one is all black. Now, the reason I say this is because this plastic can scratch easy. So if you're rough and you carry this around in your pocket or something, and you have keys scratching this, you're going to get mad at it because it's going to screw up the way your screen looks just from the plastic being scratched up. Because the Tinker 2 has a small screen. They're both great mods. They really are. That's a tough call, man.
Right, Kevin.
The reason I like the Aegis X more is because of how big the screen is. I don't like having to peek really hard to see what the wattage is. This one, there's no doubt. It doesn't seem to drain the battery
That is
power
cool.
even because of having a big screen. So I like the Aegis X. And I wasn't a big fan of the Aegis, the regular Aegis, the Aegis Legend, all those, until they updated the firmware. Because at first, these mods were really bad on batteries. They would just blow through batteries. When they updated the firmware, they fixed that. But and now even in this one, I can tell that it does not pull batteries down like it used to. So I would probably, if it was me, aliens, I would go with the Aegis X. Even though I really like the Tink. Either one is a great mod, honestly. But this one, they both feel good in the hand. As far as aesthetics and being pretty, the Tinker 2 is the winner. The blue one, because the blue one has a paint on there that's blue one way and purple the other way, depending on how you look at it. So it's prettier. But design-wise, as far as the screen and the functionality goes, the Aegis X is really nice. So there you go.
And how do I enter the settings for this?
The settings for what things?
Headphones.
For your headphones? There is no setting.
Well, I can't get
You're
into
very welcome, even aliens. I mean, it's really hard to pick. Those are two great mods, even aliens. So it's really hard to pick between those two. But I tried to give you my honest opinion on why I like the Aegis
So
X more, and it's mainly because I'm 51 years old. I have to wear glasses, and I can see that wattage without any problem.
so what are
The
the benefits of the Tinker then?
the Tinker is also a great mod. Fires the same wattage, dual battery, just like this is. Um, it's a little more ergonomic as far as the way I wish I could show it to you. I don't have it with me. I can show it on next week's show. The Tinker 2 has a really nice curved fire button, so it's smooth on the hand. The display is a really cool color display, but it's small, and it's right below the fire button. It's right in this area. So this one, you got the whole side as a display. On the Tinker, it's just a small display. And it's Wismec. I mean, but they made great mods. I don't know. I mean, there's some stuff that Wismec's made that I didn't care for, like that stupid tank that they made that was absolutely horrific. Oh my God, that thing!
Hey,
I would never wish that on anybody. The Tinker
every
does look awesome to
manufacturer
me, and
has made
like I said,
something
they're
that
both
just
great
sucks.
mods. They're both great mods. Honestly, that one, it's almost personal preference on those two. Between those two, it's like, whichever one you can get cheaper, I would probably go that route. Which I would guess the Aegis X is cheaper than the Tinker, just because the Tinker is everybody wants a Tinker too. I don't know. I've used the Tinker 2 a lot until I got this. Now I'm using this all the time.
And that's something else. I was thinking about that over the last couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yesterday and today. So I've got this Vupu now, Vinci or whatever it is.
Yep, Vinci.
Which is cool. I do like it. But you mentioned last week that you had like 92 or 90 something, puffs on it. My count first off, my counter keeps resetting for some reason. I'm at 6 now, and I know I'm in the almost 1,000.
Yeah, mine's reset.
Yeah. But I think something people would be interested in knowing is, what do you use every day? What is your go-to when you want to grab something and vape on it? What is it that you grab to vape on?
Okay, this is important. It depends on it depends on your job. If you're a stay-at-home person, you're probably more lean towards an RDA because you can drip. It's really easy. You're not driving. You can drip. You get the best flavor out of dripper. Everybody knows that. Tanks have come a long way. They have gotten so close to a dripper. It's not even funny. So for me, if I'm out and about, it's about convenience and not having to drip or anything like that. So I like a tank that holds a good bit of juice, that has excellent flavor, that I don't have leaking or pouring all over the place, and I always carry a backup. Whether I have backup batteries with me or a backup mod, I have one or the other or both every day. So, like today, I was carrying the Aegis X and the Vinci. So, if the batteries die in this and I didn't bring any spare batteries, I'll just switch to this. And this will get me back until I can get back to where I can get more batteries. But I usually carry spare batteries for this. But I vape both of these all day. And the main reason, like I said, is this is a custard vape. So for me to keep from getting vapor's tongue, I like switching. I'll switch over to this, this blue slushy, which is like a fruity flavor, and then back to the custard, which keeps it refreshed, and I don't get vapor's tongue that way. I've noticed, like, if I vape Nilla Nuts every day, all day, eventually I'll probably end up with vapor's tongue.
So Tandy has a point.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow comes around, and you have to give up every single mod and every single atomizer, except for one mod and one atomizer. What would you keep?
One mod and one atomizer?
Yeah.
Okay, now this
only
depends.
One. Nope, only one. You've got to make a choice.
I know, and this is what I'm talking about. Is there a possibility of an EMP? And what I mean is that electromagnetic pulse, which would destroy every regulated vape device that we own.
Yeah.
That would be something that would make me go, nope, I'm going to go with a mechanical mod.
Okay, so let's just stop right there.
Okay.
So, yeah, you would want to go mechanical. I
Good night,
totally
Dolores.
agree.
Yeah.
And I know what I would choose. I've got a Ronin and I would go with the Ronin. And I would go with the point blank.
So Tandy says no, there's not going to be an EMP.
So tomorrow you have to get rid of everything except for one mod and one atomizer. What would you keep?
Well,
It's a tough call.
yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely a tough call. Regulated mods. If there's not going to be an EMP, and see, I got so many
It
regulated
doesn't have
mods.
to be
It's hard.
regulated.
I know it doesn't have to be, but
One mod, one atomizer. What would you keep?
all right, this is why I don't like going the mech range, especially if there's not going to be an EMP. The mech mods, you can vape them things literally until your battery is so low that you drop below the level you need to be able to charge it back up. So that's a drawback. With regulated mods, it always pushes that out until your battery says, "Hey, well, you need more battery power," and you recharge it, right? So
Vaughn, I think the rose is out of the question.
the rose, hell no. Y'all got my Agent Orange acting up. All right, Now,
And it doesn't have to be something from this year. I mean, it could be 5 years ago.
well, there's one mod that I really like just because of the fact of the battery life itself, which is
You can keep one mod and one atomizer.
I would
Oh,
the mod
Tiger,
itself.
the speeder is awesome. Speeder is awesome on batteries. I totally agree.
Well, the speeder, as far as awesome on batteries, you know what's awesome on batteries? The Titan PWM, which is technically not a PWM, but it holds four 18650s, and it holds any size tank I want to throw on top of it, any size.
All right. So Tandy's saying, think about it and come back next week.
Okay.
But, and I know Tandy, she'll be here and she will ask. She's going to remember. So no old age as an excuse.
Pick the
You have
fatality.
to have an answer.
Well, Breeze, the fatality's always been one of my favorite tanks. Everybody knows that. I've vaped that thing forever and a day. It all depends. Tanks are more convenient. But if you want to go atomizer wise and you're always trying to get the best flavor, you would want to throw a dripper on top of here instead of a tank. But I like convenience, so I would rather, if I had to go, days without being able to get to anything or whatever, the tank's what's going to do me justice, not a dripper.
I know, right, John Q?
And with the RDA, you take big chances, like especially if you're at the beach or something, getting sand down in there. You don't want to vape that sand. Ugh. I mean, you can do that with a tank, obviously. Anything that's got, especially a big 510, 810 on there, you got a big wide open hole. Protect that from getting dirt and stuff down in there. You don't want to be vaping that. Ugh. So, yeah, I mean, it's a tough call. It really is. I try to take all the factors in mind as far as battery. Like, if you're leaving and you can only take one mod with you, which one's going to last longer? Obviously, the one that holds four 18650s in there. But if you always can redo it, then you got to go to, hey, what's more convenient for me? Which one do I like?
Now,
Which one's
batteries
pretty?
and recharging, not in the picture. So no issues there. You can change batteries. You can recharge. You can do whatever.
Well, the reason why it would be great for me to wait till next week, because right now I'm at a hotel room with literally 2 mods, so I can't see all my mods to go, I really like that mod, or I really like that mod.
All right.
So
All right.
I'll look at them when I get to the house, and then I'll make a decision
So
on my
next week,
number one.
and I will do everything I can to be able to dial in and talk. You guys may hear me grinding gears in the background, but hey.
Grinding. You can call in on Zoom,
right.
right? With your phone.
Well, I've got it set up now for the phone. So I had to add. I got the number added in tonight. So the phone should be set up. No guarantees on video, but we'll see what happens.
It's got to be the fatality. That's the top sorted. Just the mods difficult. Yeah, even aliens. I agree. The fatality has been one, if not my favorite all-time RTA, just because
So,
of ease of build, ease of cleaning, taking apart, putting the coils in, airflow adjustment, two ways, and a juice flow that you can turn on and off, and the billet style connector for the tank and the actual top. Those designs, I mean, if anybody ever made a copy of that, which you saw after the fatality came out with that, even this tank, the intake, has that half turn. The fatality was the first tank I saw have that. I know that there's been a lot after that, and in which I really I'm pissed because nobody gave Fatality credit for doing that, and there's the only ones I saw do that on their tank. Maybe they weren't the first, but that's the first one I saw that had the half turn pop off deal. Especially for the tank section, I haven't seen any other company do that yet. Only the Fatality. Now the tops they've been
yeah,
doing left and right, but the tank itself, no.
I have not tried the intake, not the new one.
Yeah, the
Actually,
intake
not
single.
even the old one.
Yeah, the intake single is a very quiet, great vape. For a single coil, it's all you need. The intake dual, just as good, but dual coil.
See, for
Nice,
me,
quiet.
this question is easy to answer
Yep.
because I literally have to grab something in the morning that
Yep.
I want to vape, and I'm not going to have to hassle with. So, if I had to choose just one,
Mhm.
I would go with either the M25 or the Fatality. They're
Mhm.
basically the same.
Mhm.
Um, uh,
Oh! Don't get stuck on the mod now.
no, when it comes to the mod, I'm I'm using the G class because I know it's not going to let me down.
I will admit, as far as Yeehee and SX Mini are concerned, every single Yeehee device that I own still works.
So
Every one of them.
I take this setup, back it up a little bit. So it's got the M25 on a G class.
Yeah.
That goes with me to work every day.
There you
Every
go.
day.
And it's weird because I've have mods that tear up. Usually it's the cheaper ones. Most of the regulated mods I got, and I mean that's almost all of them except for a couple of DNA boards I've had just completely trash out. They were never made to take abuse or damage from dropping them and stuff. And I dropped one. It was a RX 200 or 250. I think it was 200. Yeah. And the screen went out. So I bought another screen
Yeah.
for it, put it in there. The screen lasted for 2 days, then it went out. So that
Two.
mod no
You only
good
got
now.
2 days.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, it's like the mod just decided it wanted to die on me and never work again. I still have the mod. It's actually got a wood skin on there, but the front's off of it because I was trying to mess with the chip and get it to work again. I think it still fires, but you can't read the wattage, so you have no idea what wattage you're vaping at, so it kind of sucks.
Damn it.
So it
I really,
sounds like that mod would not be a good choice.
right.
I mean, if you've got to pick one, for me anyways, one is going to be reliability
Hmm.
and battery life. So can I count on it to be working and functioning all the time?
Yardbird,
And is it going to suck up a lot of my battery life?
the old Sigelis were great mods. The Sigeli 100 and the Sigeli 150 were classic mods that worked really good. Then they started putting out a bunch of crap mods. They really did. And you could tell because you would pick the mod up and it would feel like a light, cheap piece of plastic. I think Sigeli has finally learned the lesson from that. Maybe they'll start making decent mods again. But the ones I've seen, the Cobra and all this weird stuff, it's like, come on, man. Go back to your roots. Make really rugged mods that people can take, to their jobs or wherever they're doing and not have to worry about the damn thing breaking when they accidentally bump it. Is crazy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go use the bathroom, but I'll let you go first.
Well, I've got dogs that are like chasing me around the house now. I
Oh,
need to go outside.
your dogs need to go outside.
Yeah, they've been stuck in the house all day.
Oh, that would be an issue. Sigelli
And
50 watt with the switchblade door V2 works great, but battery life still sucks. Yeah, Tiger, I'd say there's one mod, and it was a mech mod. The Chi U. The Chi U. Do I have a mod with the diecodes chip? Ian, I don't think I do have a mod with the diecodes chip. I don't think I do. You may have to tell me all the mods with a diecode chip so I'll know, but I don't think I do have a mod with a. I got a lot of mods that have the gene chip, the Yeehee chips, the DNA chips, the I can't even think of all the. There's so many chips now, and a lot of these companies make their own chip now. So the Sigelli 100 watt, exactly, dirty. See, the Sigelli 100 watt, those mods were built to last, and the ones I got at home still work. Um, and it was like I remember when the Sigelis came out and it first started introducing all the temp control and stuff. People was like, "What the hell is this?" And even now, I don't even use temp control. It's all wattage, man, wattage. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, you're right. You beat the crap out of it, right? And it scratched the hell and back, but it still fires every freaking time. I mean, what can you say? I've have mods. I got an expensive mod that actually the fire button gets stuck on all the time, so I don't use it. Really, really expensive mod, but yeah, it's messed up.
one of the first mods that I bought second time around was a Sigelit.
Yep.
It was the first, and it's I know Sigilit's got a kind of a bad name, but at the time I didn't know. Um, I still use it. It holds up great. It
Yeah.
kills batteries quicker than shit, but it still works for me.
I used to do, which I know none of these ever made it to YouTube, but back when I was broadcasting on Vapors TV, way back, I used to do battery drop. This is before, um, not Mooch, DJLSB ever came around. I was doing battery voltage drop on mech mods. Um, you could take an old ohm reader and it had an input on one side and then the other side I had an output for the RDA, and I could see, like, say my battery's at 4.2 volts and I run it through the same ohm coil to find out how much voltage drop I was getting, and that Chi U was ridiculous, dude. If you got 4.2 volts, it would drop down to maybe 2.8 volts or something. That it was actually making it to the RDA, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So literally, the battery may last 30 minutes in that mod before it was dead. And it was because it didn't have the conductivity back then that they got in all these newer mechs now that freaking fire hard as hell. That one just didn't fire right, man. And I'm like, why is this battery dying so fast? So I instantly jumped off that thing and went with a better mod. But yeah,
You know, when it comes to mech mods, I honestly don't have that many that aren't squonk.
yeah,
I'll say it that way. But of the ones I have, I like my Ronin the best.
there you go, there you go. I mean, mech mods, I got quite a few of them. I rarely use them. The main one that I like using lately is the Mage V2, which is a stack 21700. That thing is a beast. Um,
They make a
that
great
one's
mod.
awesome. Yeah, that's a great one. All right, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right. Alrighty. So I know there's a couple people out there that were curious about what I've got going on with trucking. So now be the time to ask your questions. Other than that, I'll just kind of keep on going down the same path. So, like I said, coming down to it, if I had to choose starting tomorrow, I could only have one mod, one atomizer. It'd probably be the G class in the M25. But I do like my mods or my pods. Breeze and Yardbird. Yes, I am still a local driver. The company I work for does all mostly local. They do a little bit longer runs, which they've got to put me into a 4-axle before I can do that because they do heavy haul. So I'm stuck in a 3-axle right now. So for those of you that don't know, 4-axle means I've got the steers, which is your very front axle, and then you've got 2 drive axles. That's typically what you see when you're driving down the road and you see a semi pulling a trailer. There, that tractor, which is the front piece, is typically a 3-axle. When you get into a 4-axle, they've got a drop down axle. And with that, it lets you haul a heavier load. Will I ever go cross country? I would love to, but I don't think that would go over too well, so probably not. I would love to be able to see all 48 states. Yardbird, I actually haul, like today, I was hauling around a lot of 48 footers. So we were doing a vessel offload, which was all fish. It was a mix of surimi and fillets. So we were taking those to different cold storage places. Outside of that, I do a lot of container hauling. So I work out of the ports quite a bit. So I know everybody's seen the shipping containers, and they can be either a 20, a 40, a 45, or a 53 foot in length. Typically, I haul either a 20 or a 40.
Damn. I'm wondering if anybody else in chat got Da Vinci and has problems with the auto draw feature. Speed has me worried. Because, I mean, I haven't seen anybody else say they have any problems, but if you have a problem, there is a problem with the mod, obviously. I mean, maybe just that one mod, but I know Sue Cool has one, but I haven't seen her in chat tonight, so I can't ask her if she's having problems with the auto draw. But
And like I said, it's probably user error.
I'm
Honestly, I mean, I've scanned through the directions or the manual, whatever you want to call it. I've scanned it, but I haven't really played around with it all that much.
No. If it's user error as far as you mean thinking changing the settings, no. There is literally, you push the button 3 times, it switches between auto, power, and then auto and power.
Right.
That's all I've done. If it's not working, something else is wrong with that.
Yeah, it's not working.
I have not. I mean, you only had it one day. That mod should be replaced. And she's getting one also, and the X is getting one, and Sue Cool has one. If anybody else has an issue with the auto draw, I want to know about it because that's something that people need to know. I mean, especially if you're going to review something like this and go, hey, it's working great for me, and then you go, hey, the auto part is not working, but the fire button works, But some people buy this mod strictly for being able to use the auto draw, which has worked great for me. I don't know why yours is broke. Stop buying clones, man. I told Speed not to go on the clone sites.
Damn well better not be a clone. For what I paid, it better not be. And dirty waters. Yeah, no, you can trust me. You can sleep at a desk, absolutely. But yeah, no, when I'm driving, I'm in a day cab, and
RS has got one coming. Good, RS. I promise you, I can tell y'all this. Out of all the pods I've ever vaped, this one has the best flavor, easiest to use, great battery life, and the draw is great from it too. I like this direct lung to draw that they got, and then the slightly restricted direct. I haven't tried the mouth to lung coil that he has, so I don't know about that. But the 0.3, that's why I got more 0.3 mesh coils, because these are awesome. And I'm hoping that the mouth to lung is even a little bit more restrictive, but still vapes
cool,
good. Scuba, ask him. I know, right, Moose? Ask him. If Ask him was in here, we could ask him. Why is Speedy hiding in the dark? Did he do something he is
I,
ashamed of?
it's in. I'm in my office, so everybody who knows me being around, I had an office job for many years, and which turned into work at home. I don't like brightly lit spaces, so I keep it
Speed is
dark
a
in here.
vampire or a werewolf or one of those. I don't know any.
Yeah, a lot of times I've got a red light on, because it's easier on the eyes. But for the show, I turn it to blue.
He see, he don't like bright light. He in the end when he does like light, it's red, which reminds him of blood. So I'm thinking vampirish. Um,
Yeah, could be.
yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna have to get some garlic near him and see if you know.
Oh no, I love garlic, so maybe
Oh, you love
vampire's not
garlic?
the right thing. Yeah, that might not be the right thing then.
Awesome. After 20 years of flickering, the fluorescence should get over light. I know, right?
Yeah, dire thing. Oh god, I hate fluorescent lights. Oh, I hate them with a passion.
See, I've been. Did you win yet? Slappy, shut up. I've been vaping this since the show started. And you can't even. The liquid level has not moved at all. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. I don't know why this thing doesn't go through more juice. You would think as big a cloud you can blow
it
from
is.
this.
It is actually very easy on liquid and easy on the battery as well.
Yep.
So if you're vaping it constantly, you'll get all day out of it. You really will. You may have to refill the tank once, but you'll get all day out of it.
I charged this when we was in Virginia, right? Was in the car on the way. Oh, I did charge it in the car on the way to Georgia, and when did we get? We got here Thursday at
Yesterday at like 5 o'clock.
5 p.m. So this was charged since but I already had it charged at like noon Thursday, and I still have that much battery power from noon Thursday, and it's Friday now. Well, it's y'all know y'all can't see it. It's still got about 95% power. It's got 14. Okay, for those that don't
Nice
know,
catches.
let me just. It's a 1400 mAh internal battery. There we go. And I didn't even go to the damn manual. Maybe I should just to make it look like I'm all professional, but I already know it's a 1400 mAh battery.
And Cassie, if you would have seen me last week, yeah, I had the hair of a werewolf. I
You had the
trimmed,
hair of a
trimmed
werewolf.
it all
What?
up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I was getting, I was starting to get into Santa Claus beard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to trim it off.
I need to shave, man. I got all the scrub going on. Am I am I running from the cold weather? Dirty, that's surprising you say that because in Virginia we actually did get some snow flurries. None of it really stuck except in the west side of the state. Over on the east side it snowed but nothing stuck really. I mean, maybe a little patch every once in a while you would see, but I was like surprised because in Georgia it's rare to get snow. I mean, rare, rare. We did get some last year right around Christmas time, but we're already getting snow here in November. And well, not here, but in Virginia, to get snow in November means we might get some actual cool snow in December or January, which I'm looking forward to seeing.
This winter, the weather patterns this winter are really, really, really weird.
Yeah, they are. They are. That
So
cold front that came down, I was like, whoa, that thing is huge.
I'm expecting we're either going to have one. It's one of two things. We're either going to have a very short winter, or it's going to be a very long, cold winter. One or the other. I don't know
Oh,
which.
I don't know. What did
And
I
and
bring with me? I did bring the Osmo Pocket with me, which I filmed. If y'all watched on the channel, I posted Matthew Elliott's video. That was all filmed on the Pocket, which was in 4K, but I downgraded it to 1080p just because 4K would have been uploading like 30 gig. No, it was 4. Okay, it was about 12 to 15 gigs of data that I would have had to upload, and it's like for 11 minute, 12-minute video. That's a lot. So you don't need 4K. I mean, come on. 1080p
Hey,
is good.
some people like that 4K thing, but yeah, no, I agree. 10K is fine.
I mean, that's like broadcasting in 4K. I can see broadcasting in 1080p, which I've always done 720 tonight. I know it's at 360. My bad. I screwed up before I hit broadcast. I forgot to change the resolution, but 360 is going to look like crap tonight. But hey, I'm in Georgia. We'll just blame it on Georgia.
And Dom Long, as far as Ice Age goes, people, most people don't understand when the last Ice Age actually ended.
If you
It
type
wasn't that long ago. It really wasn't.
if you type Popo, it brings up an emoji for cops. Wow. That's how she just put Popo and it brought up a little policeman. Oh,
We were hiding from the
Wait,
popo earlier.
360 is
he just
better than
typed Popo.
Yeehaw?
Yeah, but I mean, when you type it, it brings up the icon that you can.
Oh, okay. When she typed the word Popo, it brings up the icon, and you just click. Well, on her phone at least. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's on her phone. Dirty put poo poo. What was the top AFC tank you showed us earlier? That would be the Intake Dual RTA by Mike Vapes, Yardbird. Intake Dual. This is the black matte version that I have, but they come in. Munchkin has a. Let me see your rainbow one. I'll show you
So
the rainbow one.
Yeehaw was a show here.
This is the rainbow version. And her tank is pretty empty because she vapes like no tomorrow.
What does she vape?
What does she
The
vape?
beard? The beard?
No, she don't have beard right now. Now she has crumbs, and it's a French toast. And we bought that from Vapowares. Like I said, they were closing, so we wanted to buy something just because they're closed. I feel bad that they're closing, man. I really do, because it was a great. They had some of the best policies there as far as you return your old batteries. Say you got some old 18650s, you return your batteries. They give you 20% off your purchase for
Cool.
just bringing in your batteries. They give you a guide on battery safety. It's listed. They hand them out. You come in the store. It's freaking. They actually did their due diligence on actually educating the people that came into their shop instead of just, hey, come buy something. They actually cared. So you can't reach it.
The problem is, in a lot of the states where, the vape ban is going in place with flavors and everything, vape shops are going out of business.
Rich, this is my problem with that. I like that it's $39.99 on Black Friday, but that's for the disc. This is my thing, right? I scratch most of the discs I own. I would really hate to get Modern Warfare on a disc and then scratch it, because then I'm screwed. If you buy it digitally online, it's on the cloud or whatever, and I can always hit download and get the game again. I just like that, and it does take up hard drive space, but I got a terabyte in there, so it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Double check, because if you're buying the disc, you might be able to download online for free.
I've never seen them do that. I wish they would, because I have.
You can with movies. I don't know about games.
Yeah, with movies, I know you can. With disc, I wish they would do that, but you'd have to have a way to verify that you own it. If they do that, then I'll buy the disc every time, if they would do that. Because literally, if you scratch your disc, you're screwed. You have to send the disc back, and then you pay like 10 or 20 bucks to get another disc, and it's like, come on, man. And you're without a game, because it won't play without the disc.
Cost of the game too. Check it out though. Hey, you might be able to just check it.
Yeah.
Check it. That's all I'll say. Just check it.
Well, the new Modern Warfare is supposed to, see, that's the other thing. The new Modern Warfare is supposed to be cross-platform, so you can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, computer. So if you buy it on the PlayStation and you own an Xbox, you should be able to play it on your freaking Xbox. But no, if you want to play on it, you got to buy it for the Xbox. If you want to play on the computer, you got to buy it for the computer. They should have one code that lets you play it on all the platforms for one
Yeah, I
person.
agree.
And then it would solve all this damn bullcrap. But I guess they're scared to do that, or they think somebody's going to cheat the system. But I really think that if you buy it for one
Hey,
system, it should give it for all the
it's
systems
like
that
the
it's
whole
available.
vaping thing. It all comes down to money.
Money, yeah.
What can we squeeze out of these people? It's really what it comes down to.
Black Friday. I would be really surprised to see. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of vape deals for Black Friday. I know there'll be some. I mean, they always do it, but they're never as much as some of the other, like Walmart and all that.
Yeah,
And I did
you know,
Black Friday, like I camped out. I did the whole thing, but it was always for TVs or laptops or something like that.
it really ticks me off because I mean, all these around here, anyways, all the
Uh-huh.
stores, car dealerships, everything. It's Black Friday sales
Yeah.
already.
Well, I know when I was younger, when I was doing the Black Friday camp out, and I camped out for the PlayStation 3 for 4 days because I'm an idiot. That's how I got the nickname Scuba Steve. Because I was the first one in line. I got online and got my nickname right off the bat, beat everybody to it. But anyways, um, now it's not truly Black Friday anymore. It's not.
No, it's
When
not.
do the sales start? 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh
Which,
no, dude, no, they're already started.
oh, I know they're already started, but I mean the main Black Friday sales actually start Thanksgiving Day, which is pulling people away from their family and
Yeah,
putting them in the
yeah.
damn store. That is a shame. That is taking people away from their family and putting them in a damn line at a store when they could be having Thanksgiving dinner at home.
And around here, those damn Black Friday sales are now starting at like 9 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day.
You think I have Scottish blood, Kevin? It's just yeah, exactly right. MB Smith. It just ticks me off that they have the Black Friday thing is no longer. It's not Black Friday anymore. It's like Black Friday month because they
It is.
start it way early, and
Well,
and it doesn't make
these
the
guys
deals
started
as good.
before Halloween.
Yeah.
They started before Halloween. I was seeing Black Friday sales before Halloween.
It's mod hit so hard it makes me cough.
John Q, yes, it is, but not. There's a lot that it is not backwards compatible to.
John Q, I'll break it down for you. I used to be a big Xbox fan. I got an Xbox One. I got the day one edition of Xbox One. And World War II, Sledgehammer made World War II Zombies. And there's a part in the game where you have to walk up on not the darkest shore, um, the Shadowed Throne map. You have to walk up and you have to look at a map that's on a wall. And Xbox, for some reason, when you walk up to that map, it's freaking blurry. You sometimes you can back up and it'll come up clear, but 90% of the time, I'm trying to because you have to get this map to be able to get the coordinates for something, and I've done it over and over, and it always messes up. On PlayStation, crystal clear every time. That's when I switched over to PlayStation because I got tired of dealing with the damn Xbox. Just because the graphics were just jacked up. Now, maybe it's better now. I don't know, but the Xbox One, which is before the S, which came out after that, and whatever they got now, um, wow,
The difference
I'm losing
between
my
the
breath for
Xbox One,
nothing.
the Xbox One, and the S, not much. Really, not much difference.
I'm gonna let Speed talk. Yes, Speed, you talk. I'm out of breath from coughing.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta
It's
get out
like,
and move more. Stop coughing.
stop coughing, really?
And
Okay.
MB Schmiz, um, you may have bought a rebuilt PS3, but not all games are going to be compatible going back that far.
Well, the PS5 comes out next year, so there you go. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, see,
Get me some
I
cough drops. All right, here I got one right here. I got a whole bag of them sitting next to me, and
I
these are
still
the
like
good
my
ones.
Xbox.
I like. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I still like the Xbox. I still have it. I actually plugged it in, let it do its update a couple days ago. But I
Yeah.
play the PlayStation more.
Recently, there's been some games for the PS3 that I'm like, that might not be too bad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am looking. I'm looking at. I've been checking out the Oculus, which
Yeah.
looks really cool. But I'm
Oculus
looking at the
Quest.
graphics on it. Yeah, I'm looking at the graphics on it, and I'm like, the graphics suck.
Okay. I own an Oculus Quest.
Do you?
I got yeah. I've told you I got it. I got it a while back. I have the 512 gig model. I got the bigger one. Um, this is the one good thing I would say. And now the Quest is limited. I don't know the megahertz. I think it's 72 megahertz refresh rate. I could be wrong. It could be 70. Some of the other VR headsets are 90 or a little bit more on the refresh rate, which does make
Yeah,
smoother
yeah.
movements on
They're low.
faster on
They're
the
low.
graphics. But the Oculus Quest is adding um, a USB-C link cable, which now allows you to play Oculus Rift games on the Quest. So you not only get the Quest games that they already made for the Quest, which is a wireless VR headset. Now, if you make it wired and you have a decent PC, you can't have no old janky Pentium bullcrap computer.
Okay, so it may not be the Quest I'm thinking of then.
Okay, maybe it's
The
not.
one I'm thinking of is it's standalone,
Yeah,
no PC.
the Quest is standalone, no PC. But
Okay.
they're adding a cable. If you want to play the PC games, you can run a cable to your computer, USB-C,
Okay.
and it's a
Okay.
special cable. It's USB-C 3.0 or something. It's all like fiber optic and stuff, and they hadn't even came out with a cable yet. And then you can play the Rift games on the Quest. So the Quest is cool. I will say this: you definitely do not want to get sunlight into the lenses because it will
I saw
destroy
that.
the screens. So they warn you about that big time. But
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems with it. The latest game I got for it was Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip reminds me of Beat Saber, but Beat Saber you're just slashing the boxes, right? Pistol Whip, you're on a steady track moving forward, and you're shooting people to the beat of the music and dodging bullets. You have to dodge like left, right, down,
Hi,
and then
Kevin.
whatever, and you're shooting people. It's pretty cool. Got some good music to it. But they're coming out with a bunch more games for the Quest. A bunch more.
If the graphics get better, I'll
Yep.
be good with it.
Yep.
Otherwise, oh man, I really wanted it because you can take it from room to room.
Mhm.
You can take it wherever.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I was gonna bring it here, but I didn't.
yeah, but I'm looking at the graphics on it. And I'm like, this reminds me of an Atari.
Munchkin just said it. What does he mean graphics? The graphics are freaking awesome. You'd have to wear it to know. The scary game? That one's called Fear. Face Your Fears. That one's freaking yeah. Go watch the YouTube video of Face Your Fears 2. That's one of the games for the Quest. I also can play Moss on Quest, which I think Moss has the best graphics out of out
I
of
don't
any
know
one of them
those
games.
games. What kind of games are they?
Face Your Fears is first person like you you're driving along, your mom calls you, you're in a car, and your phone's on a stand in your car, and the phone falls on the ground, right? You reach down to pick up the phone, and when you look back up, all of a sudden there's this girl, and you smash into her with your car. Your car runs off the road. You go back to check on the girl. Then this truck comes and almost runs you over. Then there's a mailbox. You open it up, and this spider comes out and jumps your hand. If you're doing it It's like it's scary stuff. You're facing your fears of spiders, ghosts, heights, all that type of stuff. But it's like a scary game, but it's not really
That
scary,
sounds
or I
pretty
wouldn't have
cool.
played it. It's a pretty
I
cool
have
game.
finished it.
Raccoon Island is
Yeah,
not that. You don't want
yeah,
that game.
fishing game.
See, I like games that are one not first person shooter.
Uh huh.
I suck at those.
Okay.
Um, what I like is I forgot the
Do you
name.
like puzzles or?
No, it's a caster type. So I can get in there and I can play a magic type player, and I'm casting
Oh,
spells.
they have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter or something like that. You actually have to learn how to do your wand to cast spells. That one could be cool for you.
That's what he wants. He should get the
The PSVR.
PSVR so he
Yeah.
can get Skyrim
Oh yeah,
and
you could get Skyrim for the
See, I
PSVR.
am not going PSVR
Okay.
because they're in essence killing it.
Yeah. Um, what was that game? You know what I really liked? I don't. Was it called Shadow Point? That was a really cool game for the Quest. Shadow Point is kind of like it's a puzzle mystery slash game, and you have to. There's a lot of points in that game where you have to line up stuff, and the shadow of whatever you're holding has to shine against the wall in the correct way to unlock a door or something. It's pretty
I've heard of
cool.
that one.
Yeah, that one was a cool game for the Quest. The hardest part of that game is there's a part where you go through these rooms and the rooms are upside down or sideways, and you have to make lanterns hang a certain direction. And depending on where you
Yeah,
put the lantern, and you go in another room and the lantern's pointing the other way, so it can get very confusing. But it's a cool game. I
you've
like
got to
Shadow
line
Point.
everything up just right in order to get go.
Yeah,
It's a puzzle game.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like puzzles. I like challenges like that. So when they got puzzle games and stuff like that, I like playing those.
And that wouldn't be bad. I To be quite honest, I mean, after doing a desk job for God knows how many years, I need something that gets me moving
Yeah,
and helps my range of movement. That's what I need.
something that gets you moving. Well, Beat Saber is definitely like that. So is that pistol whip game I was talking about.
Beat
I
Saber
literally broke a
looks
sweat.
very now. Beat Saber, I would like to get that one. But you're still just moving certain muscles. You're not moving. It's not a full range of motion.
Right. Evan Aliens, as far as the keto diet goes, I'm on hold right now because of my cold. I've been sick for 3.5 weeks, maybe. As soon as that's done, I'll probably go back on the keto. This is my problem. I don't mind doing the keto diet. I've done it for what, a year and a half almost, and I
Right,
got
Cassie?
down almost to the point where I looked like I was too skinny for my body frame, which is bad. Um, right now, I'm probably about 240. I got down to 200 pounds, and I literally looked like I was on crack or something. My arms were all bone right here. It didn't look right, and I don't want to be that skinny. I want to be around 220ish, and I'm at 240 now. I was at 235. I've gained like 5 pounds not being on keto for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Um, I do think it's good to shock your system. Like, if you're on keto, every once in a while you'll have a cheat day or something, then go back onto the keto. Because keto, you'll plateau a lot. You'll lose weight, and then you'll
Congrats,
just even
Yardbird.
out, and then you'll come back down again. So yeah, it's good to
Wait,
fast or
that was Three Dog.
yeah, or have cheat days.
really shocked.
Yeah, keto is, and I'm learning more about it.
Mhm.
So when I first heard about keto, that was back in the Atkins diet time,
Yeah.
and I tried it, and honestly, I felt like crap. So I was like,
Well,
no, I can't. I'm not going to do it.
you will feel like crap when you first start going it. It's called the keto flu. When you
It's like
first
four
start
weeks
doing it,
long.
4 weeks you felt like crap? That's too
Yeah,
long. No.
yeah, I know.
When you start keto, I'd say about the second or third day in, you'll hit what they call keto flu. That's where your body's looking for the carbs and there's not any, and it can't figure out that it needs to be burning the fat off. If you don't give your body the fat, you'll still continue to feel like crap. You have to get that fat into your diet. So once you get
See,
past that, you'll feel great. You got to get
that's
past
the
that though.
difference between Atkins, which
Yeah.
is what I tried originally, and the actual keto. So as I've been learning more about keto,
hmm
I know that there's more things out there to eat other than just going total carnivore,
If you,
which is
yeah,
what I basically did.
yeah, that's bad. If you do that, that's actually a detriment to you. You gotta have something. See, the whole thing with keto is you're basically tricking your body into, instead of burning carbs, it burns fat, so
Right.
that it makes you lose weight. If you don't provide your body with any fat, it don't know what to do, and you stale out. You will become very tired. Your
Well,
body,
no,
because there's
no,
no
but
energy. It's burning nothing, so you no energy for you.
yeah, but so keto
hmm
is teaching your body, not tricking, but
What
teaching
the
your
hell do
body
you eat on a keto diet, Steven?
to burn fat.
That's simple. You eat basically meat, cheese,
Low carb, low carb.
yep, low carb.
But you've
Pork
got to
skins you can eat.
understand,
There's zero carbs.
you've got to understand what your body, your body needs. That's
Y-
the key, is understanding what your body needs.
The fighting cock helps too. No, the fighting cock actually stalls it.
Yeah, alcohol is not a good thing for a keto
Yeah,
diet.
but yeah, you can have bacon, eggs. I like, believe it or not, you can add mayo to your eggs, which some people may think is completely gross, but that throws the fat in there for me. So I'll throw some mayo in with my eggs.
Yeah,
Boom. And bacon.
but
Oh
the
my goodness,
problem
it's good.
is as I've been learning more about keto,
hmm
it's all about the type of fat that you're adding.
Right.
And regular off-the-shelf mayonnaise is
Yeah.
not necessarily the right fat that you should
Well,
be adding.
you can get a lot of fat from peanuts or almonds, stuff like that. That you can get a lot of it from that, but you have to be careful because they also have carbs, so you have to kind of balance it. Those
And
are high
John
in
Q,
fat, good fat.
ketosis is not dangerous if you're going about doing the keto correctly. That's the key. You've got to do it correctly, which means that you're going to be, unless you need to do something different for a specific reason, and I can get into details.
Munchkin
Um,
said it right. Ketoacidosis is the bad stuff. That's what my son gets when
yeah.
he goes and his freaking blood sugar is way off because he needs to take his insulin. Yeah, he'll get ketoacidosis. That is very bad. You don't want that. Can you eat a
And
Dave's triple burger? Yeah, with no bread on it at all, or ketchup. Ketchup's full of sugar.
uh,
Ketchup's full
yeah,
of. You can have mustard.
yeah,
Mustard's no carbs. Hot sauce is no carbs. So you got to kind of.
but
Once you've been on keto for a while, you find the little cheat stuff to make stuff taste
it's
better.
it's not just the carbs though. It comes down to what kind of fat are you intaking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. If you don't get the fat, you won't drop
And
the
the
weight.
lettuce wrap,
You won't.
absolutely.
Cauliflower. Oh, John Q, you ain't got to tell me. I've had cauliflower rice or whatever, or it's supposed to be like potatoes. It's supposed to be potatoes, but it's cauliflower. It's not the same.
Hey,
It don't taste the same. It's just,
you
ugh.
can do a cauliflower pizza, and it's really not bad.
Yeah, the cauliflower piece is not that bad. The what is that, Carb Quick or whatever? That makes some good stuff. I've had good biscuits from that, and that's really low carb.
You
That's
know,
good.
call doing your own cauliflower pizza. There's a little bit of work involved, but it's really Not
How
bad.
many carbs in a Pocky chip? That chip that you ate, RS, I can tell you, the one chip challenge, there's 4 carbs in that Pocky chip. Cause I looked
Is
at
that
it. I
all?
wanted to see. Cause when I got the chip, I was still on keto, and I was like, so how many carbs is this if I eat this chip? It's 4 carbs for that Pocky chip. There you go.
But that's one chip though.
That is one chip. It's one hot as a mofo chip, but it's four
Now,
carbs.
but when it comes time to talk about keto, it
Hmm.
all depends on how many carbs your body needs to get into keto and maintain it,
The big thing
which
about
is different.
keto is for the lazy person. If you don't want to do keto and you'd rather exercise, freaking eat what you want and just exercise. It's going to balance itself out. If you're lazy and you don't want to do exercise at all, then that's what keto's for. It's the lazy way to try to lose
Ooh,
weight.
yeah.
It
I've got a
is.
lot, trust me, I've got a lot of argument on losing weight and
Hmm.
not exercising. I've got a huge, I can talk for hours on that one. Seriously. No, I went through, I had the lap band. At one
Yep.
point, I was over 365 by how much I don't know, but I was
Damn.
well over.
Over
Yeah, no, I was.
365.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um, I got the lap band.
Yep.
So laparoscopic band, and for a couple of years I went through all the adjustments and everything. I haven't done anything since. So
Yep.
it's in essence the band that I have is wide open, but I've got a very tight band anyways.
Hmm.
Um, so that helps keep me in check as far as how much I eat, which is nice. It helps me out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Um, but when it comes time for getting into the keto diet, it's very, very different because you're looking at what type of fat are you intaking,
Hmm.
where is the protein coming from, what's the quality of the protein, and then if you're looking at vegetables, you need to be looking at what are the right types of vegetables. How can I make the most use out of them?
Right.
Wow, I've had a lot to drink tonight. Um,
Asparagus is good. That was one of the things I ate a lot on keto.
Asparagus is really good.
So,
But it's you can use cauliflower to
yep.
substitute a few things. Um, but one thing I've noticed, my mom, she passed away a few years ago. But she was a diabetic,
Hmm.
and she loved her carbs, but she really loved fruit. Um, my wife is the same way. She loves her bread, she loves her fruit, but they're very high in carbs and very high in the incorrect sugar. So fruit under a keto type diet or even a paleo diet, fruit is more of a dessert than a staple. So you really rely on what's going on with the vegetables, what's going on with your protein, the type of protein, um, and monitoring what you're taking in and utilizing, if you have to, utilizing any added supplements.
Yeah. Breeze, is that all you're eating? A sandwich and dark Hershey's for lunch and nothing else the entire day? What's up, Stuart?
Ooh,
I mean, she says she
that's
lost
rough.
15 pounds from eating a sandwich and dark Hershey's. Oh, that's all you're eating
Yeah.
all day. See, this is the thing, and I'll go with Speed on this, and he'll probably your body has a metabolism. If you eat once a day, what happens is your body will think that you're
Yes, JP.
starving, and your
Yep,
body's
they're
going to
stopping me.
try to store food. If you don't, it's better to eat smaller meals multiple times a day to speed up your
Uh,
metabolism as versus eating one giant meal and nothing else for the rest of the day, your body will go into like a hibernation mode. I mean, it's
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. It's
But
better to eat
again,
small
it
meals.
depends on what you're eating.
Yeah, it does. It
Because
does.
if you're eating all the right foods, so you're heavy on vegetables, you're heavy on the protein. Somebody I've been listening to is they talk a lot about organ meat. That's not for me. I'm not going to get into liver and all that other stuff. Um, but it's supposed to be very nutrient dense. Um, I prefer to stick with a protein. Um, I like my carbs. I like my
I like carbs too. I ain't gonna lie. I would rather. I've gotten to the
I like
point where
my
I'm like, I don't
potatoes.
even want to do keto. I would rather eat what I want and exercise. I would rather do that, just
But see,
because it stresses me too much.
for me,
Mm.
driving truck, I actually this is going to sound really weird to a lot of anybody who has driven truck before will know this. So I can actually lose weight driving truck because I can't eat. I don't have an automatic truck. I have a stick shift.
Yeah.
So I cannot eat and drive at the same time. Plus, I have a DC volt oven, basically, so I can have hot food. Cold food sucks, especially this time of year. But I can have hot food.
Yeah.
So I choose what I eat for that hot food. And it's like today wasn't the best choice of food, but man, was it good. I had biscuits and gravy. Awesome. Yeah,
You can
awesome.
never go wrong with biscuits and gravy. I'm just saying.
No, no. Oh God. And I've still
Mm.
got more.
You got
You
more?
know, but earlier in the week I had made a pasta alfredo with a lot of vegetables.
Hmm.
Very, very low on the pasta. So I was still getting the wrong carbs from the wrong source. But
Not RS.
I had a lot of vegetables in there as well. So it really comes down to, I mean, if you're going to try to go low carb, basically, which is keto or even a paleo diet, it comes down to really watching what you're eating and why you're eating it.
Slappy says he eats a bagel while the guy behind the counter is making his bagel.
Speaking of,
Nice,
there's a
Slappy.
Dunkin' Donuts right there.
There is a Dunkin' Donuts right outside of. There's a Dunkin' Donuts.
Breakfast tomorrow, we have bagels and iced coffee.
Really?
Yes.
She wants bagels and iced coffee tomorrow
Yes,
from.
I'm already thinking about
But
breakfast.
they're gonna be busy tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Sloan. Automatics are really nice, especially when you're in traffic.
Yes, I love my stick. I had a stick shift Mustang. Loved it. Did not enjoy it in traffic. That's a pain, especially on hills. When you're like on this really steep hill and you have to let go of your brake and ease into the clutch really quick so you don't roll back into the car behind you. I hate that. But I can, you get used to it.
Yeah,
I ain't got that kind of time.
the all the trucks I've driven have been so far manual. Um,
Hmm.
so I've driven a 10 speed and an 18 speed. Oh God, that 18 speed was really nice. So I know there's some people out there that will get this, but splitting your gears. Oh God, that is so nice.
I have
So nice.
not. I never did that. I did drive an 18 wheeler one time, um, without the
Well,
people knowing that I drove it, but it was fun. I
yeah,
drove it around the block and
it's
parked it.
very different. I mean, when you've got a full load, so you're running at 80,000 pounds,
Hmm.
which is tractor, all your fuel, everything. When you're running at 80,000 pounds, dude, when you go to stop, that's a problem, especially when you're talking rain,
Well,
or snow or ice.
you know what
You can't stop all that well.
I could see that. I could see that being a problem. The main ones I see that really have problems stopping is the trucks like the sewage trucks that have the giant water tanks on the back. When you hit the brakes quick on those and that water pushes forward, it will slide your truck forward. I've seen it. It's
Yeah.
dangerous as hell. Any of those trucks that
Hey,
are full of liquid that hit the brakes and all the liquid goes forward and all of a sudden your truck goes, it slides because of the liquid, that's scary.
you
That's
know,
damn scary.
I may have to start my own channel on trucking
Yeah.
because, dude, do you know how often I get cut off?
Oh, I'm
I
sure
mean,
all the
literally,
time. I'm
people
sure they
people
just pull
pull
right in
in
front of
front of me, and there is inches between my bumper and theirs.
me. Wow.
It is stupid. These people do not understand how long it takes a semi to brake and come to a stop.
I am compassionate to it. I know what it is, and I will stay because I mean I used to drive a truck that had that water liquid in there, and I know how long it takes to stop. You don't want to pull in front of a truck like that
No,
because they cannot stop. They will run you over without even trying to. That's
I
how
have
bad it is.
I have almost hit in the last week. I've almost hit 6 people
Wow.
because raining, so it's wet. It's fairly slick out because of oil on the road.
Mhm.
Especially bobtail. Oh my God, being bobtail coming
Mhm.
up and driving up on somebody, that's bad. Um, but it's going down the freeway, rush hour traffic. I leave space. I leave a lot of space. That is my stopping distance. And people don't understand that when you're cutting in front of a semi, you are reducing the distance it will take for them to stop before they hit you.
Yeah.
And when you're talking 6 feet, and that's being generous in a lot of situations, it's stupid because if they come to a stop and most of the time they do it, they are hitting their brakes. I'm slamming on my brakes and downshifting
Yeah.
because I need the space
Does
and
your
I don't
truck
have
have
it.
a Jake brake?
It does.
Oh man, them are loud as hell. We actually have neighborhoods in Georgia that
Yeah,
say do not use your Jake brake. In this neighborhood, this is
yeah, there's a lot of them that are like that. I don't have a loud one,
oh,
so a lot of the newer trucks have it muffled, so it's not as loud.
there's some that's
Uh,
really loud. I was like,
oh
holy
yeah,
crap.
oh yeah. Well, especially when you start talking about the older trucks, they've got the Jake brakes. And I have to admit, man, they hit those brakes. That sounds awesome.
It sounds
Awesome.
awesome, but it's
It
loud.
does.
It is loud.
It is. It is. Um, but with my truck, I've got all the mufflers and all that other crap on there.
Yeah.
So when I hit the Jake brake, it's not really loud.
Oh, okay.
You can tell I'm on the Jake,
Yeah.
but really not all that well.
Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness.
So we have
We
gone
we have gone over.
over,
We have gone over.
and I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
You didn't tell them about your experience today,
What experience?
having to fix your car and the carburetor
Oh
blew.
my God. Okay, I gotta tell you all this experience. She just reminded me. All right, this is
Yeah,
my
yard.
problem.
Agreed.
My car, my van, is titled in Georgia. Okay, insurance was in Georgia. When I went to Virginia, for some strange reason, the
Yardbird. Sorry, Scuba.
go ahead.
Yardbird. I'm looking back, and um, I I'm an excessive person. I allow 6 seconds between myself and the vehicle in front of me.
Well, that's
Doesn't matter if it's on the
standard
freeway
practice.
or on a back road. It's 6 seconds.
All right, so my car is titled in Georgia, registered in Georgia, tag in Georgia, insurance in Georgia.
Yep.
I move up to Virginia, right? So out of the blue, I get a phone call. Now my insurance was with State Farm. Out of the blue, I get a phone call from the State Farm insurance agency in Virginia saying, "Hey, we know you moved up here. You need to move your insurance over to Virginia." I said, "Okay, fine." She said, "Besides, it's cheaper up here." Okay, I'll do that. Okay, fine. I did that, right? Got my insurance moved over. My tag in the meantime has expired. My birthday's in August. It expired in August. It's November now, so my tag was expired. All right. Virginia does a state inspection instead of emissions inspection, which emission they check for smog, OBD, or
Yes,
whatever.
Steven.
Some states do states inspections, which Virginia does. So my van has a cracked windshield. It's only about a 2 to 3 inch crack, but that will make you fail the state inspection. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to get my tag. So I decided we were going to come down to Georgia anyway in November. I'll just go down there and I'll get my tag. My check engine light was on, which it's done that before, but it was always for stupid reasons. Got down here, found out my check engine light was on because of my EGR valve. So, and it's not a manual EGR valve. A manual EGR valve usually you can take apart, clean it, put it back on there, and it works. This was an electronic EGR valve, which on a Dodge, 98% of the time you got to replace the EGR valve. So I didn't bring any tools with me because I didn't think I was going to have to need any. So I ended up having to buy a full socket set. Then I found out, oh, what do you know? This won't reach without extensions. I had to go back in the store, buy some extensions. Got that. And
Yeah.
then I had to buy an EGR valve. Bought the EGR valve. Put all that on the vehicle. Um, Had to reset my computer because in Georgia they do OBD inspection. They just check your computer. If it doesn't have a check engine light and all your readiness monitors are good to go, you pass. So did all that. Got it inspected. It passed. Went to the tag office. The tag office says, "Hey, we'd love to give you a tag, but your car is not insured." I'm like, "The hell it's not." They told me to move my car insurance to Virginia because I was up here, and but I'm going back and forth between Georgia, and they were like, and the guy behind the counter was really nice. He's like, "Look, dude, let me explain it to you. If your car is titled in Georgia, I don't care which state you're in, you need to have the insurance in the same state where the car
Yep.
is titled." And I'm like, "Well, damn, why did the lady make me move my insurance to Virginia then?" I don't know who you talked to, but she shouldn't have told you that. You should have kept your insurance in Georgia. So after multiple phone calls, I had to transfer my insurance back to Georgia.
But Scuba, what's the law in regards to licensing in the state that you're moving into in Virginia?
When you move it, when you go to Virginia, you have to move your title registration over to Virginia. Your tag
How long?
registration has to be moved over, and you also have to have a state inspection, which, like I said, I would not pass because I need a new windshield. I could have
How
bought a
long?
new windshield. How long?
There's
Yeah.
no
How
Virginia.
long do you have before it has to be
Oh, you
licensed
have like
in the
45
new state?
days or something. There's no requirement because I wasn't even driving. My car was sitting in the driveway. I wasn't even driving, so there was no urgency of me needing to drive. So I was like, I'll just wait and I'll get the tag in Georgia. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. So, anyways, got all that done, and now I got it tagged back with a Georgia tag, which will give me enough time to get a job in Virginia or something, get a new windshield, move all my registration over to Virginia, and then I can get it tagged in Virginia. But right now, it's just Georgia's. It's kind of weird because Virginia was like, "Oh man, they didn't know how we could have done that in 5 minutes. It's no big deal." In Georgia, it's all computer based. If the computer does not say you have insurance, they won't give you a damn thing in Georgia.
Really?
They're like, "No, you need to have," and he wouldn't even take a letter
He
of
wouldn't
deprecation
take
or what.
the declarations
He
page,
wouldn't take a
and
declaration
he
page.
wouldn't take the accord
He
certificate
wouldn't take
to
the
the
accordance
insurance certificate.
certificate of insurance policy that was listed from today's date. I had to get a brand new insurance policy with a 30-day binder
Yep.
before he would accept it. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? But the guy was cool. I mean, he was being nice, but they're real sticklers here in Georgia. Georgia is one of the only states that has ad valorem tax. And for those of y'all that don't
What
know,
tax?
ad valorem tax. Okay, ad valorem tax. I think only 2 states still have it. Georgia's one of them. The tax or the amount of money you pay for your tag for your car is based off the value of your car. So if you buy a brand new car in
God.
Georgia, your tag is going to be about $1,200 or more. So I know for a van, 2012 van, and we're in 2019, the tag is $900. $900 for the tag.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
We were at that point.
So y'all had ad valorem tax. See, Georgia's one of the only states that still does that. It's bullcrap. It's like, man. So the older your car is, the cheaper your tag is. So if you buy, which you would think it would be the opposite. You would think the newer your car, the cheaper your tag because you're less hazard on the road. No, if you're driving around a 1920 beater, your tag is like $20 here.
Yeah.
If you're driving a 2019, you're going to be paying out the yin yang for that tag.
I had
That's
a Porsche.
why.
Well, no, I still have a Porsche Boxster. I bought it in '99. I had to pay that tax the first year. It was over. I don't remember how much, but it was over $1,500.
Yeah.
For the tabs, 1 year. I had to pay $1,500. Actually, more than that. Like I said, I don't remember how much. Then we got a change. They moved it to $30. Well, the state, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to work around that. So now it costs me over $300 for a vehicle that is only worth about maybe 10 grand.
Did they do do y'all have the lifetime thing?
No.
Georgia started doing that. Okay. Georgia has made it now, which after multiple years of just extorting people for this amount of money, now, so say you have a tag that's $900, they can say, well, you can pay $900 or you can pay $2,500 for lifetime. Yeah. And then you only have to pay $20 every year for your tag. That you would pay $20, $20, because you paid the lifetime taxes for the vehicle. Damn that, man. I was like, you know what? I may not have that car that long. Why am I going to pay the lifetime taxes for it? No, not doing it.
This is what pisses me off. So, fuel tax, licensing tax, that is all supposed to go to our roads. It does not. They have it set up so that it goes every other place other than the roads. So, when the first time this bill became law, we had $30 license tabs. Then they started tacking on for, things that were increasing upgrades or brand new mass transit, which where I live in this county does not affect me. I don't want it. I'm not going to pay for it. I don't want it. Because it doesn't
you sound slurry. Are you drunk? He is on medication, Slappy. He has got some.
I am drunk and I am on medication right now.
Yeah, boy. My battery's dying too, so we got limited time.
So for everybody who's wondering, yes, I'm on medication. Yes, I'm drunk. I've had 2. John Q, if you're still here, I've had one complete bottle of the Dragon's Milk. Plus, I'm on my second drink of very hefty drink of rum and eggnog.
Yeah, boy, eggnog already?
Oh
Wow. It's
yeah,
not
no,
even
it's in the
Christmas
store.
yet.
It's
Eggnog it
hey, it's
on.
in the store.
It
I'm
is
getting it
in the
going
store
here.
already. I'll give you that. It is already in the stores.
But
Wow.
no, what I was saying is, so the state decided in its infinite wisdom to come back and start taxing us for improvements to mass transit that I will never see. And
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. I have to pay for it. So my tabs went from originally I had bought a car that was 65,000 and my tabs the first year was like $2,500. Um my truck, which is valued at now probably maybe 9 or 10 grand, maybe,
Mhm.
probably a lot less. Um I've got to pay $300 a year in taxes.
Damn.
So they just changed it again. So it's $30 a year, period. The state is coming back and suing to change that so that if whatever, if I'm in King County, which I am, I've got to continue paying for mass transit, which I will never have the chance to use. It's not a choice. I cannot use it because it's not where I'm at. So
That's the
I've got to
first
pay
time
for
I've heard
something.
Speed slur. He's like, I'm the
Oh yeah, I
suburbs.
know. Hey, I sent you a chat in Zoom. I'm wasted.
A China, a China.
I am. I'm wasted.
Oh, that's awesome. My
But
my headset is literally about to die. We have less than a minute before it
all
goes.
right, all right.
It is definitely fun hanging out with Speed again. Hopefully he can make it next week. I will be back in Virginia
Hopefully.
with the right resolution and all that stuff.
So
My headset's gonna die, but this is
so
awesome watching Speed drinking.
remember, you owe information on if you've got one mod and one atomizer. What would they be?
I will definitely write that down so I remember it, and I will inform the people
Oh
of what
God.
that
Oh
is by
no.
next Friday. But yeah, I'm glad you made it on, man. I hope you can make
Sorry,
it in
Doc.
the future. I know you got to work, and it's always great to have you on whenever you can make it.
Like
I
I said,
appreciate
I've
it.
got it set up on my phone. So if people don't mind hearing me grinding gears in the background,
Hell
I
no,
will
man.
try that again.
Bring it on and grind it. All right, guys, we will catch you next week. I didn't want to do the giveaways because of the bot. No, I can't run
Yeah.
the bot and everything. And I'm out of town. I'm at a hotel room. It's good. There goes my headset. It's a good thing I'm even
Next
on,
week.
or we even
Next
made it.
week.
But next week we will catch you guys with the answers to all your important questions. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and y'all
And you're
have.
gonna do a review between now and then, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm gonna review cough cough medicine. Oh
There
damn!
you
There
go.
goes the spewing.
Hey, review the boo
See,
poo.
I drool. I drool when I cough too much because my damn muscles give out. Oh shit! My headset is literally gonna die. All right, y'all
All
have a
right.
great weekend. Hopefully
Have a
by
good weekend,
Friday, next
everybody.
Friday, I'll be better. Good night. Bye.